All right, guys, quick interruption for the podcast. If you guys are questioning what workouts you should be doing every day, I got a solution for you. Go to my site right now, bradleymartin.com. Sign up. There's daily workouts every single day. There's a ton of ebooks. There's a ton of stuff on there for you guys to use. If you guys are looking to change your body, change your life, feel better, look better, be stronger, whatever it is, go to bradleymartin.com. Let's get into this podcast.
Crazy morning, bro. I got kicked out of my hotel
Why?
because they sold the room.
Because they sold the, why didn't you have it for longer?
It's fine. It was a show.
Yeah. Where'd you stay?
Dude was at at a cheap hotel. I didn't know I was gonna be here a couple days ago.
Yeah, it's random.
You
came out for what?
Faze Clan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing like a subathon, so I was supposed to go slap a few Faze Clan kids, but
no one wanted to get slapped.
no. A couple of them got slapped on the back though.
Oh, that's light.
I mean, I left a whole big old paw print for sure. Big old paw print.
So what? They invited you out thinking that someone was gonna get smacked in the face.
Yeah, they were gonna do a whole bid, but I don't know. As soon as the girls got there, then I was like, oh no, so. I was like, all right, bro, just Uber me back. It's fine.
That's
the
funny.
girls are here. As soon as Skybree showed up, and everybody was like,
no one's trying to get
this
smacked.
slap guy.
This guy.
This slap guy.
That's crazy. So I met you years ago at it was the Arnold, no?
The Arnold, yep. The Arnold. You were sitting right there.
Yeah, in the front.
Right in the front.
Yeah,
I looked at you too. I was like,
I remember.
Trying to hype the crowd up, but
yeah, I remember. You won that then?
No, I lost. That's the one I lost.
And
that's the guy I'm going to call out as soon as I get done in Abu Dhabi.
So they're having that in Abu Dhabi. When is that?
October. It's Power Slap 9.
So obviously I know how this works. You get slapped, you lose. If you get knocked out, you lose, right?
Yeah.
So you haven't been knocked out. That's why you have the belt then.
Well, in Power Slap, I haven't been knocked out.
Yeah.
Well, the last time you saw me, I got dropped, and I went to go stand up, and the Polish guy was just holding me down, telling me, "No, you lose." And I was like, "F you."
So you were trying to get up.
Remember, I stood up, and I was like, "My turn." And Logan Paul was even like, "Crazy One's ready to go again," and all the Polish dudes they were all like cheering. Everyone was going nuts.
They already celebrated the victory.
They were already celebrating. They didn't want me to win at all.
So what is that? Was like, how come you couldn't just be like, nah, I'm gonna go? If they were saying, no, you can't. Because
they gave out the bell. Like it was like literally counted like 5 seconds after I got hit. I was trying to stand up.
I remember that.
And I finally stood up, and Logan Paul was like, he's ready to go. And they were already cheering. It was already a loss for me. Dude was tucking his chin.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
So you got to explain to me, like, obviously everyone knows how it works. You slap. There's a lot of criticism on the power slap thing.
Right.
Like, I don't know if you saw I did a pod with Dana, and Bob Menery was going hard at him. Like, oh, there's no life to it in the future. And Dana's telling him how, like, well, it's already miles ahead of where the UFC was.
So much.
Because I mean, people just like to see. People love seeing knockouts.
Yeah.
Do you think it's like, how do you train for this? Is it healthy? Is it safe? Like, you go like,
it's not safe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't recommend it. You know what I mean? It's something that is easy. I consider it easy for me, bro, to be honest.
Yeah. Even getting hit.
Just getting, I much rather have the dude hit me first, to be honest.
Because it fires you
it's
up.
Kind of a mind game.
Kind of
game. Like I believe in my chin, so as soon as I eat yours and I'm smiling at you, it's even worse.
Like mentally.
Yeah.
Why do you think that Polish guy got you? Kind of.
He got me out of character, to be honest.
What do you mean?
I was out there, bro. I had something to prove.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, you gonna tuck your shit? I'm put my shit out. So I had my shit out. I don't normally stand like that. If you watch it, I have my stuff out,
Yeah.
And I just wanted to prove a point.
Yeah.
And then that So my whole.
How do you even train for this?
Oh, bro. To be honest, I kind of don't. I literally just go up there and do it.
All right, guys, quick interruption for the podcast. Football season is back, and that means Prize Picks. We are back. We're in full effect. Code Bradley right now. For your very first lineup, you go right now, sign up, download the app, put in code Bradley. $5 lineup, they're going to give you $50 for it's basically free money. You literally can't lose. And if you're like me and you like watching football, you like a little sweat on the line, Prize Picks is the easiest way to do it. Literally just download the app, scroll, pick more or less, boom, boom. Super simple. There's tons of games Sunday. They're kicking off Thursday. Yeah, I'm already locked in. I'm hating Travis Kelce right now. I'm not gonna lie though. But if you guys want to play, you want a little sweat on the line, code Bradley, download the app right now. Super simple, really fun, really easy to use. And yeah, they'll give you basically $45. Well, 50 technically. If you lose, you just put in 5 and you basically get $45 for free, so you can keep playing or have fun. Enjoy the weekend. Football's back, baby. Let's go. Let's get back into this podcast.
But I'm beginning to actually like watch my back and study my own film of like the times that I did get like miraculous knockouts.
Yeah,
I'm like watching it back, like, oh, okay, I did that, and now I'm like piecing it all together, and I'm training people now.
Do you think it would help to do like, like the
next stuff?
The next stuff, they put the thing on the head and they do this.
Yeah, I'm getting with I can't even say the brand name right now, but
yeah,
I'm getting with somebody that actually makes those.
Yeah,
like put it on your head and it'll measure like how much force you got and how much force you use.
You think that'll help?
I mean, anything at this point will help.
Yeah,
anything you do.
It's just like I'm just like, how the f do you train for something like that? It's just like you're either naturally good at it or you're not.
Yeah, I believe that if you got a chin, then you got a life in the sport. Because anyone can work on their swing. People they have all kinds of different swings.
Yeah, of course. You can get that strength.
Yeah,
up.
you can get anybody can just work on hitting somebody, but it's the taking of the slap is that really determines the life of your career.
Yeah. Do you think the beard helps?
Honestly, I
because I always notice the guys with the bigger beards always do better.
Yeah, but
maybe because they can't track their chin.
Yeah, but there's some guys that come in with big beards and get knocked out.
Yeah.
Did you see the guy that with the? He's a smaller dude, but he had a big beard. Big beard, like he looks like a Viking, like a real. He had it braided and everything. He got knocked out.
Do you think it's like what is it, like Samoan or like a Tongan thing? Is that just
like a Polynesian thing? I think we're bigger boned, I guess.
Just the neck structure is different.
Yeah. I don't know. If I had shaved my beard off, I would probably look like not myself. You probably think, oh, I knocked this guy out.
If you shave the beard off?
Yeah, I guarantee. I got a baby chin under here.
So it's like that's what I'm saying. Like part of the it's like your illusion. Ability. Yeah, is the beard.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't realize this too. When I do my beard, it's all underneath my, it's all under my chin. So I grab my beard like this, and I grab a 2-clip, barber clip. I grab the 2-clip and I go down. So here is just as like long as probably yours. It's not a little bit longer than yours.
Yeah.
So when you're hitting me, there's not a lot of hair,
I see. How long you been growing a beard for?
Oh man, I met my wife and I was like, man, I'm gonna marry you. She was like, I'm gonna get you a Harley. I said, well, I gotta get a beard for that Harley then. So I started growing out my beard.
That's what inspired the beard.
Yeah, and then my first fight ever, I was like, man, I'm glad I have this beard. I was like, the dude that's hitting me, I was like, yeah, this probably does help.
Is it because the button is like it's got to be back more closer to the face.
I'm gonna stop you there.
Okay,
because I preach this to everybody that I train, and it's almost like a secret because a normal person would think that, right? That what you just said about the button
back here.
Yeah, but the button is right here. It's right here.
So you want the hand to go across like that then?
I want like the butt of your palm kind of like right here part to pretty much touch that.
I see.
Because a lot of, if you watch it back, you watch the film back, and people like they miss and they end up overshooting and hitting it in the back, but nobody gets knocked out like that. If you look at the knockouts, people are getting knocked out right here, boom, and it's kind of like a little bit of a twist, and it's like lights out.
Do you follow any sort of training like for your actual slap?
No, I have my own.
Yeah, like what do you do?
I mean, I'm always with my kids, so
Yeah.
my kids are like I'm on my arm all the time. I'm ambidextrous, so whenever I have one kid on the arm, I sit there and
Yeah,
throw
this
them
is
up,
so fucking. It's so funny. But you're not actually in the gym, like being like, I'm gonna do
I mean,
this.
I all my gym stuff is in my garage.
Bro, this has to be the most like. It's such a funny concept, like because I think of the UFC or other sports and like all the like super rigorous training, and like it sounds like you just show up, you lift your kids, and you just kind of knock.
That's
people
how
out.
it is right now, and people don't people don't believe it. So, some of these podcasts are like, man, how are we supposed to build this sport when you're the godfather of slap right now is just saying that he does it off the couch? I'm like, yeah. And these other guys have to, do special stuff. I'm thinking the last guy probably doesn't even know. I went into like this little phase where I just didn't do nothing.
Yo, I swear, it's just so funny. You're just eating. You're like, all right, I'll do it. Let's go.
I guess.
Is it the thing? Did you like naturally? Did you fight a lot when you were younger? Or were you like?
Yeah, I'm the oldest of 11 kids.
What the?
Yeah.
You have 11 siblings.
Well, my sisters are older than me, but I have 2 of them, and I'm the oldest of all the boys.
Where'd you grow up?
West side of Oahu, same place Max Holloway grew up.
Oh, he's got a chin too. Goddamn.
Yeah,
it's like a Hawaiian thing.
Yeah, it's a Polynesian thing. It's an island thing. I think growing up, I got slapped from people that wasn't even my parents. It's like
the training started young,
right? You know how kids, nowadays, the word dick is thrown all over the place. Like, oh, that's dicks. I remember saying that for the first time, and I got my ass beat. I got like 10 unanswered slaps for that, just by saying that. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, nowadays it's like you reprimand someone else's kid, you're like, it's the worst thing in the world.
You're going to trial.
You going to trial? It's weird, man. The world's gotten pussy, bro.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah. It's different.
It's really
different.
Gotta
pray for the next generation.
Yeah, man, for sure. So what is it like growing up in Hawaii?
Because
it seems like the most every time I go there, everyone is just so like not slow as in dumb, but just slow. Everything is slow.
Yeah, everything's slow. Even the traffic's slow.
Everything.
Is
it just like? I mean, what are you doing there? Were you surfing? Were you just eating all day? Like, what's good?
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I just grew up. Every weekend was like a party. You know what I mean? Like it was like, okay, we're gonna party, and then Monday comes. Okay, we got to go work.
What'd you do for work?
I did construction. I had a kid at a very young age, so I had to go right to work.
How old were you first?
I was 18.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right out of high school.
God.
I mean, I was still in high school when I found out, but I was like, you know what? My first option was to go to work. That's all I did. I did construction all the way up until the point of my first slapping.
Yeah. What is the money like in that?
Honestly, the money is great, but it's. I mean, you got to fight for your own money. You know what I mean? You really got to fight for your own money. Somebody that's doing the same thing that I'm doing right now, like unless you're negotiating contracts, you're not getting paid.
What do you think the least someone's getting paid to do that is?
I mean, like $1,000, $5,000.
Just show up, yeah.
Just show up. They're like, oh man,
yeah,
I'm down.
I wonder if it evolves into something where it's worth a lot more for the fighters because it's so finite of time.
Yeah, it takes somebody like me to push the boundaries because I'm like the first to do a bunch of stuff in the slap game.
Yeah.
And I'm down to be the guinea pig. Like I'm down to push the limits to see how much somebody. You know, I got 6 kids,
Yeah.
so like I want
You
to
have
see
6 kids?
Yeah, I have 6 kids.
Yeah, you've been busy.
I've been busy. I'm
Yo.
done already though. I'm done those.
There's 6, hopefully,
That's enough,
bro.
right?
God.
So Elon Musk said we
yeah.
underpopulated. So,
Yeah, we need you.
I'm helping them out.
Yeah. I respect that. It is a problem.
It's a problem. Like people think we're overpopulated, so they don't have no kids.
You're like, did you see the tweet? And you're like, all right, I'll do another one.
Let's go. It's time.
Yo, bro, you're hilarious to me. You just, it's like, you're so Hawaiian, bro.
Yeah,
like you're the epitome
time.
of Hawaiian because you literally, I used to describe the training like, I lift my kids. I show up.
I just lift my kids, bro. Like it's crazy to people that you know, I make them think that though. I'll get on social media, I was like, maybe I need to post something. So I throw on my boxing gloves and I'm like, I've been boxing since I was a young kid in Hawaii, you know? So I'll post a video like my 400-pound ass will just be hitting the bag. And it looks cool to most people that don't know how to fight.
Yeah.
The people that know how to fight, they're like, oh, look at this sloppy fat guy. What is he doing? But to a normal, oh man, that's a big slap guy. He's punching that thing crazy. Oh, you know, but it's sloppy technique. I'm just hitting something very hard.
Do you think it's so funny? Do you like what's the evolution of the sport? Do you like how do you think it evolves?
Yeah, it's getting crazy. You know, it's gonna take somebody special to knock me out, but it's getting crazy. You know, who knows? I'm gonna call out that dude that knocked me down.
Yeah,
you know, I fight the dumpling.
Has he been in any of the slap fight competitions? That other guy, the one you want to call out?
That's the guy I lost to.
Yeah, but like, has he been in any of the the new iteration of it? No.
You know, word around town. This is just, you know, speculation. I haven't like looked it up, but dude killed 2 people.
Oh, since then?
Yeah.
Since the slap fight?
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah. That's
so
why.
So he's in jail.
No.
What?
Because you're signing a.
Oh, he killed 2 people in a slap thing.
Yeah.
Wait. You made it sound like he was just out on the street. He's like,
no. He's killed. With a slap.
In what organization?
I mean the one that they're in right now.
Okay.
I think that's why they changed the name so many times. I'm not sure.
So like died on the stage?
No, like you know, he went out. You know, he did the thing. I like again, like I'm just that's what I heard. You know,
Bro,
I didn't look it up, but somebody should.
Yeah, someone look it up because I'm actually super curious. So wait. That's the thing about it. It's like it's just like you are gonna get hit.
Yeah.
And you're literally hands behind your back. You're holding onto the baton. You can't like. What do you just get like internal bleeding? You're just. That must be how the person passes.
That's like the question of a lifetime. You know, I'm down to be like again. I'm down to be the guinea pig. You know,
you don't care. What if you got cracked? And you're 6 kids, dude.
Right. Honestly, you know, one of them better take care of me. You got 6 of them. You know what I mean?
One's got to pull up.
Well, come on, one's got to like.
But you're not afraid of that though? All right, guys, quick interruption for the podcast. Transcend Company. So a lot of people message me and ask me really often about like the supplements, the stuff that I take. Lately, I've been really, really a huge fan of BPC 157, and I've gotten all this stuff from Transcend. Their quality of all their stuff is top notch. Like everything is pharmaceutical, everything is like FDA compliant, everything is like above board, really amazing. Lately, besides the BPC 157 for inflammation, because my knee had been giving me such a problem and it just kind of made me avoid squatting in general, even though I promised like I wasn't just avoiding it in general, it's because my knee was actually up. But also something I've been really into lately has been NAD plus and glutathione. All these things you guys can get from Transcend, along with TRT, along with tons of other peptides, tons of other things that you guys might be interested in. Give it a shot if you guys want to. I promise you, whether you're taking TRT or peptides or supplements or anything, if you're just trying to feel better, you're trying to look better, you're trying to be better, you need to know this stuff. It's so important. And Transcend is a really easy way to do it. Go to transcendcompany.com/RAWTALK to get 15% off if you're a first-time customer. Go give it a shot. I literally cannot recommend this enough.
Get your blood work done. Do not wait. I cannot recommend it enough. Transcendcompany.com/RAWTALK. First time, 50% off. Do it right now. Let's get back into this podcast.
I grew up like seeing, death. I was okay with it, I mean, shoot, it sounds stupid, but I'm okay with death,
Yeah. When did you get to that point in your life?
Kind of recently, like right before I actually started doing this. I did the Mike Tyson thing. I did DMT. I smoked DMT.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, bro. I smoked that thing because
you smoked it. You smoked it.
Yeah, so
like out of a pipe,
out of a rig, like a dab rig.
Okay.
So my brother-in-law, he's he doesn't believe in much, and I'm a God-fearing dude, right? I'm religious and stuff. So I was trying to tell him about God one day, and he's like, "Oh, no, I don't believe that." So I'm like, "All right, there's people that don't believe in God. All right, cool." Then one morning he called me up. He was like, "Hey, bro, I believe in God." I was like, "What? What kind of drugs are you smoking?" He's like, "It's called DMT." I was like,
you said it like a joke, and he's like, "No, actually, though, DMT."
Yeah. I was like, "All right, bro, I gotta see this thing, bro. I gotta see what you're smoking." So he came over, and they set it up like him and his buddy, super dorky kids, like just oh my God, the new thing, Again, I think they made it.
Well, they couldn't make it, but they could get it somehow. Yeah.
Right. I mean, no, I think these kids were actually like making it. They're like trying to make it.
Trying to make DMT?
Yeah.
But it's from a plant. So
you can get it from a plant or a toad. I mean, I did my research after, but I woke up in the morning.
I did my research after, so it's so the epitome of you. Is hilarious to me.
So
it's so Hawaiian, bro.
My brother-in-law that doesn't believe in God was like, called me up in the morning and said, I believe in God. I'm like,
this is a different guy.
No, my brother-in-law.
This is the same guy.
Same guy.
Yeah.
And so he came over with his friend, and I was sitting just like this in my living room.
Yeah.
And, I did the first hit, and he was like, "All right, hold it till the second hit." And then, I go in for the second hit. And by the second hit, I'm like, my arms are long, and the whole room is just messed up. Everything's melting. And then, boom, I'm gone. Like I'm in another dimension. Like I'm not here. Ego just fades away. I mean, it only lasted like 7-8 minutes, but when I got back, I felt like I was there for about 40 minutes.
Yeah. I watched a friend of mine do this, and he said when he was in it, and I watched him smoke it. I sat next to him, and I've done ayahuasca, which is like a version of this,
crazy.
Different. I've done it a couple times, but I watched him do it out of like smoking it, because smoking it's the fastest way for it to affect you, and so it peaks and it hits the hardest.
Yeah.
And he took it, and he sat back just how you described in the couch, because he handed it off to me, and he just went like this, and his eyes were just kind of doing this.
Yeah.
He came back. It was like 15 minutes, and I was like, "How was it?" And he was like, "How long was I out for?" When he came back,
yeah.
And I was like 15 minutes. Like literally, I remember looking at the time, and he was like, "Dude, it could have been like a whole life."
Yeah.
And then right when he said that to me, I was like, "I'm not doing it." This was years ago. Yeah, this was years ago. Years ago. This is like my early 20s.
So you never tried it?
I never tried it out of a pipe in that manner. I've done the yahe, I've done the ayahuasca, the different version when you drink it. Once I heard that, I was like, nah.
Yeah, DMT is just stripping. It'll strip you from everything you believe.
What did you see?
The first hit, it was like, hey, I'm gonna take you to the scary house, and you're gonna knock on the door. The second hit is like, they're gonna pull you into this house and f you up.
What'd you see?
I like flew through, like out of myself. I went up into like this ball, and the ball just kept changing different dimensions.
And so your eyes are shut, and you're kind of seeing it all within.
Yeah, and then I've seen this like Arabic stuff that I don't know now, But when I was in there, I knew what I was looking at. I could understand it. I understood everything. And then, it messed with me. I started seeing like all my, relatives that, already passed away. So it started getting emotional.
You started seeing faces, or you felt it?
No faces. It was just light. It was light, and I knew who it was.
You could feel that it was.
I feel like, hey, I know you,
And it was just what you saw though was just light.
It was just light, just like a little like beam of light. But I was breaking through, bro. I was like breaking through dimensions. Boom, 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 and then I stopped. Just black, pitch black. Boom. Then you see this little light like from far. Then I'm like trying to get to the light. This is dark. I'm scared, I get to the light and it's just a whole bunch of lights just playing with each other. But it's everyone that I could possibly ever meet in my whole life. All right there. And then boom, I started like feeling, the experience fade away and then like start slipping back into my body. And then when I got back, I felt like unconditional love for anything and everything. And I just changed the way I looked at stuff. I'm a different person now because of it, for sure.
Really? Just one experience?
Just the first one. And then I every now and then I'm like, all right, I better go reset.
How many times have you done it, you say?
Like seven.
And so
times.
each time, is it a similar experience?
I can almost pick up where I left off at.
Really?
Yeah.
From the last one? So
almost see the same things.
So why does that bring you closer to God?
I mean, honestly, there's no other feeling like outwardly. Like I did a whole bunch of drugs, trying to search for that feeling. No, it's like no other. I can't. It's unexplainable. It's hard to even comprehend. When you come back, every time I come back, I put up my voice memo and I just record what I'm saying because I don't know what I'm saying when I come into, And it's kind of scary, but if that's what we see when we died, I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
it's cool.
That's probably it.
It's probably why I'm doing all this, like just doing crazy. The crazy Hawaiian is doing crazy shit.
So you're not afraid of death?
Not at all.
Had you ever been afraid of death?
I used to be.
I used to be so afraid of death.
Yeah, I growing up, my dad was super, he's changed fully now. My real dad, my biological dad. But I seen the devil in his eyes, I used to watch him beat the shit out of my mom. And I was scared, I was scared that he would turn around and do the same thing to all of us. I remember, we're at a cliff and he's got all of us in the car, my mom in the passenger seat, and he's like, I'm going to kill all of us right now.
What the
And just like, going towards the cliff. And
wait, this happened?
Yeah, this happened.
Okay.
In my childhood, like I saw death, like in a man,
And
I was
father.
scared. I was scared. Yeah, I was scared, bro. I was scared. After seeing him, I was like, that's what because I was raised up in the church.
Yeah.
So, the movie Left Behind and the hell and all that stuff, was instilled in me at a very young age. So when I see my dad with them demon eyes and all, I'm like, that's what we see in hell. I'm scared. I don't want to go there,
Why do you think he found himself like that?
It was the drugs, to be honest. I mean, meth is a big thing right now.
Yeah.
In Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's
why is drug use so prevalent in Hawaii?
I don't know. Like it's a small island, There's not much to do. You can do everything there is to do in Hawaii in one day. Swim, go out, get a Mai Tai at a bar, and ta-da, you're done.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it's the island fever thing that kind of like you're stuck in it.
It's like I grew up like, I'm never gonna do that. watching my dad do that, you know?
Yeah.
And then when it was in front of me as an adult, I was like, let me just try it.
So you've done meth
Oh, yeah. I was addicted to it.
for how
I was
long?
addicted to it for about 6 months, and I lost everything. Everything. You know, my family, my kids. And I'll show you a crazy picture of me. You know, you wouldn't believe it. You know?
You were skinny? No.
Oh, what's this?
No, bro.
Hold on.
You were malnourished?
Hold on.
Oh my God.
You'd be like, who the f is that?
That must have sucked. That must have been the worst part.
Yeah. It's,
Besides losing your family, obviously, that's fucking terrible.
That's me holding my daughter.
Oh yeah, you were skinny. I mean, you were still pretty big.
Yeah, I'm still the average size dude, but above average size. But
Why'd you just got into it just because it was there?
I just got into it because it was there. And I was working construction, so, you know, being tired all the time and then doing it and then figuring out, wow, this thing's gives me, you know, unlimited amount of energy. I'm like, so I tried to use it while I was working, and then it wasn't enough. Just working while high wasn't enough. I just wanted to be high.
Yeah.
And then,
that's one of the strongest drugs too, huh?
The craziest ones, yeah. I never tried heroin, but I'm sure like the downer versus the upper, you know, it's the same kind of addiction. You know?
Yeah, because that like whenever I go to Hawaii, or I've heard stories about this, the drug use is just so crazy there.
It's crazy. I remember like knowing how to smoke something before I even smoked it. Just how crazy is that?
Because like people would talk about it.
Oh, I would just watch people do it.
Oh.
I remember when I was young, I mean, it was like this. I was sitting next to my uncles, and they're just over there smoking meth right in front of me, not even trying to hide it. I'm just over there like, wow, clouds, wow, cool.
And so how did you get out of that? How did you?
Just losing my family. I lost everything, and then I kind of like tried to pull the cry to my mom card, like, hey, mom, you know, she was like, you know, come. She was living in Vegas, so she's like, you know, come to Vegas. And then, yeah, I got addicted to the Vegas life, and then I was like, you know what, man, I'm just an addictive person.
Yeah,
you know, I'm always trying to seek something out, something different, you know. So going out to the Midwest, it was like, you know, this is not bad. 4 seasons, people are polite. My neighbors are 2 miles down the road, so like I like it. You know, it's an escape. You know, there's not a lot I can get into because I keep my kids close now. You know,
yeah,
they pretty much watch everything I do. So I'm trying to set an example too. You know, for my kids, so they can watch back and be like, man, my dad he been through it all. You know.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get out of that meth or that heroin addiction. That's like a crazy.
Yeah.
How long did you say you did it for?
Years.
Like more than 5?
I wouldn't say collectively more than 5 because it's like it's an off and on thing, you know.
Yeah.
I still struggle to today, you know. Just
Meth?
thinking about, just not. I'm not doing it, you know. I'm not on it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have a name to uphold and a career and all that. But you know, it is a thing. Like it. Imagine smoking something and you just feel like 10 times stronger. That's how I felt.
Fuck.
Like 10 times stronger, a lot more like focused, and nothing gets by. You know, nothing can get by you.
What the?
Like, notice everything. That's addicting, bro. That's a real addicting thing. And a lot of people, you know, they get into it and they're like, you know, get consumed by it. I know some functional addicts that are working full-time jobs and doing that till today.
I feel like they can never end well. It just seems like it can't end well.
I mean, as long as some of these people that are doing it for, some of them have businesses, some of them have full-time jobs, bills to pay and all that, and they're still somehow doing it.
How the?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's intense, man.
Yeah, it is.
So In the Midwest now where you live, you don't have, there's no, because it's more, everything's more sparse. You don't have any like draw towards that kind of stuff.
I mean, I don't have a lot of family members there, you know,
Yeah.
because it was introduced to me through family. So like, you know, it was easy when it was, you know, I could just, hey, what you doing? Boom, it's there.
Or they're already doing it, whatever. Yeah.
And I just kind of keep to myself. You know, I'm training my kids now. I have 4 sons and 2 daughters. But my sons, they, you know, I feel for the next generation. So my sons, I'm teaching them how to respect women.
Yeah.
They do 250 push-ups, sit-ups, squats, and curls a day
Nice.
before they pick up their tablets.
Yeah.
I mean, they still learn, but you know, that's my thing. I'm just slowing down now. You know, when you saw me, I was like in the middle of it. I was trying to create the sport. You know, I was out trying to prove a point that this is a moneymaker. You know, and now everyone's getting paid. When I started, no one was getting paid. People were just dicking around. You know, getting paid and saying that they can't pay you because you're an amateur.
Oh, I see.
You know,
I see. I just wonder what the progression of the actual sport is. Like
I mean,
if it will be, because Dana claims he believes that it's going to be almost bigger than the UFC.
it's if you look at the growth of it, we're only a 9. Power slap 9.
Yeah.
UFC is like what, 300 something?
But do you think the growth of it is also then? I mean, it's also related directly to UFC,
Right.
you know, through the promotion at least.
I think you know, being guided by the UFC, I don't think it's going anywhere now.
No, I definitely don't think it's going anywhere.
Yeah,
I just wonder, like, because you know, MMA, right? The UFC stuff. There's these specific styles of fighting, or like different sort of mixed martial arts, different things that people are training, and it just seems more vast of like skill sets,
right?
Versus like being able to knock someone out or not get knocked out,
Right.
But I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's still the same moment. Like obviously, it's not happening in the same manner where it's not a submission or like a knockout, but it's still like a knockout. And like most people watch the UFC, I think, because UFC gets a lot of criticism when it's not like a good finish.
Yeah.
And in Power Slap, it's like you're almost guaranteed to finish. And I think that's why it has the success that it does, because you know that eventually you're going to see a finish.
Expecting it.
Yeah, like that's how it ends. There's no, it's not like you'd be like, oh, decision or.
Yeah, there's tons of ways an MMA fight can end, you know?
Yeah.
But I think Power Slap, like, you either get a knockout or you get a war, you know?
Yeah.
That's about it. I mean, even if you don't get a knockout, you get to watch people slap each other, I guess, you know? But in a fight, you're like, don't know what to expect. In a slap fight, or a slap bout, I should say, stop calling it fight, because it ain't a fight. A slap bout, you know what to expect. Then now they got the whole, like, what hand on what count.
What do you mean?
Like, if you listen for the ref or the official, they ask the striker what hand and what count, and the striker has to tell them left or right hand on 1, 2, or 3. And so now, if you listen to it, you can expect them to hit on, you know, they have to call it out. And then the official goes, right hand on 1 or right hand on 2. So that aspect, once everybody starts picking up on that, they're like, okay, now we're expecting it on this slap. And the whole anticipation of it.
So the guy who's slapping, they're saying when they think they're going to knock the person out?
No, you have to go either on 1, 2, or 3.
Well, when they're counting down.
Right.
Yeah.
So before you hit the person, your opponent, you have to tell the official what hand and what count.
Got it. Like, I'm going to hit you with my right hand on the third count.
Or
the second count.
And if you're going on 1, you don't have to line up. You can literally just shoot it from the hip. Boom. Or
I see.
But you can line up. So, you know, like 1, boom.
Or 2.
Or just
3.
1,
bang.
boom.
I got it.
You know, so.
But do you think that actually makes a difference?
I think you can throw somebody off for sure. Because I did that. You know, I go on 2 or 3 and then boom. Like go up there and I go on one, and the person is not ready.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
But don't they let the person prepare to be ready?
Yeah. But once ever, like I'm like right on one, and then the official was like right on one.
Oh, does the person know? Does the other person know when you're going to hit them?
Yeah, they hear you because you're standing in front of them, right?
Okay.
And you have
so
to
wouldn't they be prepared either way then? Because
they would be prepared. But imagine you're up there, right? And being up there is so different than watching it.
Yeah.
But being up there, you're so zoned in. I remember screaming at some of my guys, like, feet together, like or move up, and I'm loud, and when I see them not even registering anything, I'm like, all right, that's hard. That's hard to get into somebody's head when they're so zoned in, and they can't even hear anyone else. That's what I deal with, like screaming at people. Yeah, don't like look at your target. A lot of people look away and then they like a Kobe thing. Like, no, it's not. It's not basketball.
Like a look back.
Yeah, look back, slap.
So how do you think you could be better at it? Is it like you tuck your chin a little bit? Like I feel like the motherfuckers who kind of tuck their chin because they're like engaging their traps and their back. Yeah, it's like helpful.
Yeah, they're for sure trying to distribute all that pain to the back, because that's what hurts. When I get hit in the face, my back muscles hurt.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
but if you haven't been hit in the face like that before, you won't even know what muscles do you have to like actually.
Yeah, everything
work
up
out.
here in the neck and the traps,
in the neck,
tensing up.
So, I'm doing all kinds of neck stuff. I think more so than actually punching or hitting things, because when I used to hit stuff, my hand bruised my hand, hurt my hand. So like now I barely hit anything.
You just waited for the slap.
I just wait.
That's so funny. So which one of the Faze guys didn't want to get slapped?
All of them. None of them wanted to get slapped. Adapt was like, it hit me in the back. So I actually, like, that's one of the slaps. If you go back and watch it, I didn't hold back at all.
On his back.
On his back.
I figured that Faze Ronaldo would want to get slapped.
No, he was scared.
No,
he was the one guy that was scared. He showed me that you slapped him. I was like,
I get a light. You saw the slap. It was a light slap.
Right, it was a light one.
And I hit him like this.
I think because you did that to him, he was like, hell no, I'm not getting slapped by this guy. He was like, I told him who I was, I'm gonna be in your podcast. And he was like, no way. He was like, please slap him for me. I was like, I'll slap him for you, bro. All right.
Yeah, I was.
If you let me slap you first. No, dude was scared. I ripped some hair off of him though.
What? What do you What? What do you mean?
He was
like his head?
No, like on his.
Oh, his stomach.
Yeah.
Wait, what the f y'all doing over there?
The subathon. There was doing all kinds of stupid shit.
Yeah.
But he had like wax strips, and he was putting it all over his body. Bro, he's hairy.
Yeah.
He from the waist down, he's absolutely like Sasquatchish. Like he got like, it looks like he had like just a pants on with fur.
It's like my brother. That's so funny. My brother's hairy as.
Oh yeah, dude.
So who else was there? All of them?
All of them, pretty much. Yeah. Chook was there. I mean, it was apparent. Like people were like, they didn't expect me to be there, but as soon as the girls was there, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, he was old news.
I'm out.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Can't compete with the girls nowadays.
Nah,
bro.
I can't. No, you never could though. None of us ever could. By the way, like ever. Like this is how the internet is, man. It's always been that way.
Right. No matter
like
how much
you gotta
people,
get slapped. You gotta slap. These girls just show up and they look pretty.
Yeah.
Make some money.
I know.
You gotta put your life on the line.
Yeah. I'm over there sacrificing my head for 15 minutes of entertainment.
Yeah. When are you doing it again?
October. Power Slap 9. I'm headlining in Abu Dhabi.
Damn, they're bringing it to Abu Dhabi.
Outside.
So wait, so is there a UFC event out there as well then?
Yeah. I think we do the UFC the day after. So
I
it's
might
in
come
the
out for
Space
that.
42 arena.
I might
It's a new arena.
Yeah, I might come out for that.
I wouldn't. I don't expect you to not be there, bro. Every time I'm at like wow, I've made it moment, I see you in the front. I'm like, this guy's like following me, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, it's funny. No, it's like, were you at the slap fight? I think it was in Vegas. They did it at the new hotel.
Fontainebleau?
No, it was El Dorado.
Durango?
No, yeah, Durango.
Yeah, the
It was a Durango.
That's the only one that I didn't actually go to.
Bro, Travis Scott was there. Tom Brady was there. I was like, what the f is going on?
Yeah, bro.
They had everyone there.
Man, Power Slap, they got it, bro. They got it. You see how fast they grew like that?
People just like to watch that shit.
Yeah. They like honed in on it so fast.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, because obviously, like, you know, Dana can invite whoever.
Yeah.
But if those people are choosing, yeah, I want to see this, people are liking it for sure. Because like none of them have to show up.
Even if you don't like it, you're sitting there, you're going to watch it.
Yeah, I mean,
I've seen some people like, this is so dumb, and then they're just
but they still want to see it.
stuck watching it.
It's entertaining for sure.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
it's actually, in person, it's actually like
It's different.
way more entertaining.
Yeah.
I can't even lie. Like
Yeah,
in person, it's
you gotta
fun.
be there. You gotta.
It's so different in person.
Yeah. And I think what makes it big too is a lot of people are noticing what I do. I don't know. I have to give myself a lot more credit because a lot of people don't know how to act when they're up there. Like you gotta like work the crowd.
Yeah, I feel like you should come out and do like a dance or something. You know,
I was thinking about it, but
That'd be fire.
I still almost care what I look like.
It's so funny. That's why I wouldn't dance. Walk down like, oh, too stupid, bro.
Yeah, I might.
You could pull that shit off though.
Yeah,
You have to do a little choreography, you know.
I'm still waiting for my big, Netflix break.
Do you think they'll do some documentary stuff on this?
They have to, bro, because if I have I should have a camera with me all the time, but there's so much things that I'm like, bro, if people just saw that.
Well, I think it would be really funny to see the fact that you just I don't want to say don't do anything, but the fact that you're training is like your kids and you're just showing up. I think that would be so funny on a documentary.
Yeah.
But it's also just funny about you. It's just it's so Hawaiian.
Yeah.
The vibe is just so relaxed, but you just show up and smack.
Right. It's crazy. I'm getting deeper into it and I'm getting more and more. I'm like, man, I should work out.
Yeah. What the?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm right now. I'm like, okay, I'm going to Saudi. All right, this guy, I'm like obviously not going up against like a douchebag. He's not a pussy.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm rethinking everything. I'm like, bro, I really just did this, and now like I have to train for it.
All right, guys, quick interrupt for the podcast. Botanic Tonics, check this out. Lately, I've been trying to not stop caffeine, but get off my sort of caffeine. I would call it addiction. I don't want to call it addiction, but a little bit is. And a lot of you guys probably understand this, probably energy drinks or coffee dependent, whatever it is. But for me, it got to a point where like I'm drinking caffeine and I'm just like not getting anything from it. In fact, the worst actually, because I feel like if I didn't drink it, then I don't even feel sort of normal. So if you guys are looking for a way to sort of like maybe wean off of caffeine or just feel a little bit more energized or more focused on whatever it is that you're doing, like for example, before a podcast, I'll take kind of like micro dosing of it and it just makes me feel just a little bit more of an edge. And it's really helping me to get off of the caffeine entirely. So if you guys want to give it a shot, go to botanictonics.com. And right now there's a bunch of different sort of like packages you can get. But if you do the subscription model, you guys can get up to 33% off of your order right now. Give it a shot if you want to try something different. I also like the kava. So again, guys, if you want to check it out, give it a shot, go to botanictonics.com. Again, everything in a subscription base. If you guys want to get it monthly, you get 33% off. If not, there's still a ton of cool products you guys can check out. Check out the kava, also a favorite of mine. Let's get back into this podcast. You don't like training? It's so fun, man.
I mean, I do, but like growing up, bro, like if you even could fathom like the type of training my dad did to us, my stepdad, not even my real dad, like he made me fall in love with football. My real dad.
Yeah.
But my stepdad was like, all right, let's do some sprints. All right, let's do some suicides after football practice.
We just had you guys working all the time.
Just, bro, we pull.
So you
tires.
got tired of it or what?
You ever pull tire on the sand?
Not on sand, on
Bro.
concrete. Yeah.
No, like my dad used to sit there and watch us just cry.
It's kind of dope though.
Yeah,
Made you better.
and, right. And
sure.
then, but now I'm like, now that I don't have him pushing me, I'm like, damn, exercise.
Oh,
you know what I
see.
mean? Like I fell into that, but I do. I know I know my ability, and if I do, if I do actually take it seriously and start training, it's not fair. It's not gonna be fair.
Then why don't you do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So I guess the question is, as far as weight, right? How much do you think weight, just physically being heavy, like you're 400 pounds? You said?
I'm unhealthy right now. Yeah.
But do you think the weight, as far as power slap, like is a big benefit? Because like
to a point, you get like some guys are just they don't belong at this weight, the size. But honestly, when I get hit, I really believe it's my size is the reason why I'm able to get. I mean, why? Like, what else is it? I don't train for it.
Yeah. I mean, I also just think genetically,
genetics. Yeah.
people just have
just
like
have
a
that.
less of a switch to get knocked out.
Born with a football helmet on.
Yeah,
already.
born with a big thick skull.
Yeah.
I'll never forget one time I was wrestling around in my gym with a buddy of mine, and I fell on there was a leg extension machine facing that way, but so I was on the back of it. We were doing jujitsu and judo, and I fell, like he dropped me with a fucking phone tripping. He dropped me with a sweep, and I fell directly on this metal bar, right on the back of my head, and bro. So I thought I was paralyzed. This is 4 years ago, and I hit it, and I was like this. I was frozen. I felt like my nerve. You could feel your nerves all the way through. I was
bro.
oh, but I was fully conscious. I didn't get knocked out where it goes black.
Blacked out.
There was no black. There was no white.
Yeah.
I just got hit and was like, oh shit. I'm
seized up a little bit.
Yeah, frozen for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got back and put my arm back. It was knocked out without going to sleep.
Yeah.
And that was one of the scariest moments of my life. I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, dude, I'm f***ing around in my gym.
Yeah.
Is that it? Am I paralyzed? For
that
4 seconds, I was like, I'm done.
TMZ.
Yes. Yeah. Stupid bodybuilder. Paralyzed. No. So then, I'm super kind of a little hypochondriac. I'm always I got to make sure I'm okay. I'm healthy. So I went straight to a neuro doctor, and they did all these scans and stuff, and I'll never forget it. She scans me. I remember saying, at this point I'm fine, and I'm just trying to make sure I don't have no brain bleed or what's going on in my head, because it was weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
So then I'm sitting there, and she's the lady's sitting across from me, and she's reading the thing, the readout, and she's like, yeah, everything's fine. And she goes, and she's looking at it, and she's like, you have a really thick skull. And I was like, is that me? I was he trying to diss me right now? No, but it was actually cool to find out. It's apparently I have a really thick, my skull is thick. I thought she's trying to call me stupid. What are you saying?
So what you're saying is, Dana, what?
Maybe,
Huh?
They said I had a thick skull.
Thick head over here.
I do have a big head. But I still don't want, I like the idea of standing across, and this is something I was going to ask you about, influencers, there's celebrities. Do you ever think they'll be showing up on the power slap stage? People like me. Not that I'm a famous celebrity, but
no, but
some of those influencers.
I know what you mean, because obviously Larry Wills won't go up and power slap and do it. I don't think he'll be able to pass a drug test, but he was curious,
Yeah.
He wanted to get slapped.
Yeah.
So, I'm just kind of letting everyone know it's a real thing.
How did that go out? Because I saw that video. Did he get knocked out, or was it just brief?
I didn't knock him out. I just he knocked him down, and then he kind of, he was still there, but You can
So he
see-
could have kept going.
He could have kept going. I didn't really go all out. You know, he wanted me to, but I just didn't feel like, you know, when he hit me, I kind of flinched. You know, and I don't really flinch.
Yeah.
So when I watched it back, I'm like, oh man, I did flinch.
Yeah.
The hell? I didn't really realize that.
Maybe you got to start doing some more deadlifts, huh?
Yeah,
Start training
maybe.
some more.
I mean, imagine if I should start training for real.
Yeah. I don't know why you don't. It's kind of
I
funny.
know. I was telling my brother too. You know, my brother does it, and I was telling him, bro, imagine if we did really like.
I feel like all these other guys are.
They have to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
so why would you
looking
not?
on the outside, I would. For me, if I was going up against me, I would have to.
I'd be in the kitchen like this, like with the thing on my head.
Yeah.
But do you think more people are going to do it? Like more?
Oh, for sure, 100%. I mean, it's like it's the easy route. I think. Like if you're looking at something to do like viral, you know, I mean, you can get into boxing like Jake Paul guys, but boxing is real too.
Oh, it's so real. There's also so much that goes
so
into that.
much.
Like
Yeah, you got to be real.
You really have
like,
to. You really have to be dedicated to that.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people that do slap are not like super dedicated athletes.
I see.
You know, if you got like a problem making weight, maybe you should just do slaps.
Yeah, because boxing, that thing you don't play around. It's like you really have to do that.
You really have to. That's, you know, I love my life right now and I love my wife. So, you know, I'm okay with being this size, but I know in the long run, you know, that time in my life where I'm like, hey man, they're filming me right now. So I might throw in a weight loss journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you know, change my life up. You know.
Do you think if you did lose the weight, it would affect your ability to do the slap fighting?
Obviously I'd have to like do it real quick and then, you know, go down to heavyweight division, challenge those guys out, and I don't know, it will for sure affect everything. Because I'm obviously gonna lose some kind of muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe it's hand speed too though. You got like fast hands. That's a good thing too. There's do like hand-eye coordination stuff.
Yeah.
You let the ball drop. So
I'm so caught up on like, it sounds like so fun to do it, but I'm just like, fuck, you lose a toss and you're like, I gotta get smacked.
Yeah, you're done.
I just thought
anyone can knock anybody out, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Especially a shot like that where you're just taking it.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
A lot of people are.
That's why when I'm telling you, you were one of the first that I saw, and I saw it. You were for sure the first that I saw in real life.
Yeah.
And then I've seen it on the internet, like, you know, and then like they have these other weird like sports where there's like, have you seen the arm wrestling and they're punching each other at the same time? Like,
that's even crazy.
It's like
bro.
some Russian shit. Like,
I'm down to do that too, though.
That'd be sick.
Like tie me up to somebody.
Like they're arm wrestling, but then swinging at each other.
Just sit there, tie yourself up to somebody, and just go at it.
That sounds crazy.
I'm down.
You would do that?
I would. I really would. I'm really stupid like that.
You just say f it or what?
Yeah. Like
even if you get f up, you're like, I don't care.
Yeah, you know, growing up, the whole thing was like bloody knuckles. You know?
Oh my God, I remember.
Bro,
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 34.
Holy I remember that.
Like, and then like with the quarter, with the knuckle and all that.
Yeah.
Like I was so super addicted to that.
What was it?
I was just like,
what was it about it? You just
I don't know. I was just like watching people like I don't feel pain like that. You know what I mean? And I know that I knew that from a very young age. Getting beat by my dad, I'm like, man, this doesn't really hurt, but I gotta make like it does so you can stop.
What a place to be in.
Yeah, what a place to be.
How's like your life outside of all this stuff?
It's cool, but like being the front runner to something that no one's ever seen before. I mean, I run into so much problems.
Why? Like, what do you mean?
I mean, like I'm doing things that people only like think about doing. You know what I mean? And especially in the sport, you know.
But what problems do you run into?
Mostly other people, to be honest.
What do you mean? Though?
Telling people your dreams is one thing, and then having the set amount of people to actually help you accomplish those things is super hard.
To find the right people.
Yeah, because I've been going through so much people.
Like
People been telling me you don't need managers, but like in the future, the future of the sport, people are gonna.
I see what you're saying.
Why not me be the first one to be like, hey, I walk around different, and I've been doing it from the beginning, and I'm for like the growth of the sport.
Yeah.
Like I want to be known as the greatest that ever did it, So going up against Dumpling, he is what I am here in the U.S. He is that and much more in Russia, because he's doing arm wrestling now. He did bare knuckle, he did boxing, he did slapping, and now he's coming back to slapping. And
yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, he's like a real deal guy. So this one, I am definitely doing things differently, but kind of don't want him to know that, I want him to think. I want him to watch him like, I'm not training. All right, cool. It's different,
Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest. I mean, in this sport, it's like because like how do you outmatch the person? It's like you almost have a lot of it seems to be mental.
Yeah, you got in this sport. Yeah, if you don't believe in yourself, you can pretty much tell. When the guys are walking out there, you can tell which guy doesn't believe in himself just by looking at you in your eyes while you're walking out there.
Huh.
And for the guys that like do believe in themselves, they have that much hope.
You think it makes a big difference?
It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I've seen some guys go out there, they fully signed up for it, and they got what it takes. And then you just look at them like, you're not even here.
Like they're doubting themselves the whole time.
Like, why'd you even sign up, bro? This is a crazy thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
It
is.
When I'm coaching people, I'm like, I really look at them. I'm like, how stupid it is what you're doing, right? It's just stupid, bro. This is so dumb. What are you
I feel like you just have to fully accept that.
Yeah, that's what I do when I'm like training somebody. People are coming up to me now and like, oh, what do you do? How do you do it? So now I have an online thing.
Yeah,
and people are like, wow, you do that? Like, yeah, it's a real thing.
What are the things that you're doing that you think are helping?
Just the technique wise. Technique is everything. Anyone can be fast, strong, and all that stuff.
Technique of the slap, not of getting slapped. Both?
Yeah, both. I believe in the way I'm doing it because I'm doing it so naturally, right off the couch. I think a lot of people, if they do it that way, I'm not saying everyone can do it the same way, but
So what are the main things is what? This is kind of the button.
Yeah, because if you watch people, people like to look away, and I'm thinking, why are you doing that?
Look away
so
from the
cringy.
hit.
Like if I'm like lined up to you,
yeah,
and I'm like, and this is me lining up. You see my eyes.
Yeah,
I keep them right there. People do this.
Like they watch their hand. Almost.
Yeah, people like looking away, like it's some theatrical thing to do.
Oh yeah, I get it. The Kobe look back thing, like you said.
Yeah, like what the hell are you doing?
But it's just like, is there a right way? I guess the right way is stay locked on. It makes sense in any sort of fighting stuff.
Yeah, it stays locked on. I mean, I know some like real athletes that did MMA their whole life. Then they come to the sport and they don't look like they've done MMA ever. And I'm like, wow, bro, you train your whole life to come over here and look like you don't do it.
I mean,
because they got their own way. They're so hard headed, I feel like people that train MMA their whole life and then they come into this, like, this is a slap. Then I see people that like are bad MMA fighters and getting knocked the hell out.
So where are these people? Just random people are just showing up out of nowhere and doing this?
Yeah, I think
the majority of it?
Mostly the people that like want to do something and go viral about it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm training my whole life to be an MMA fighter, but I'm not getting these viral knockouts. So let me just try this. Then it all it takes is one, and then boom, your life changed.
I wonder if
Really?
there's ever going to be a slap fighter who goes and does UFC. Like someone who just showed up, it's like gets into the sport because they're just like, this looks kind of like easy
Right.
because I don't have to do so much. And I wonder if they do it and then eventually they end up in the UFC and they're like,
Kind of jealous of that story. I would love to.
you
be
wish
that.
it was you, huh? That's why I
Like
said
10
it.
years
That's why
ago.
I said it.
10 years. If I was 10 years younger and this time frame just changed in like 10 years ago, and I'm here doing this, yeah, I would love to.
Yeah.
You know, go into.
Why didn't you
UFC.
pursue any of that then when you could have, or when you thought you could
I
have?
mean, I just struggled with my left knee.
Yeah.
Is like, I don't even think I have anything connected. It's just dangling.
What happened with football injury?
Yeah, football injuries, drug dealing industry, and
Drugs. So you
Drug
not only
dealing,
did drugs,
yeah.
you dealt them.
no. When it wasn't legal, I had to buy weed. You know what I mean? I remember having the last time I really had to buy weed. Somebody sold me some stuff that wasn't weed.
So you had to chase them.
So,
Yourself up?
bro,
Oh, no.
I f***ed myself up. Yeah, chasing some fake weed. Yeah. That's what happens. Stay in school, kids.
Did you
for
tear
sure.
something for real?
Oh yeah, my left knee's.
But did you get the guy?
Oh yeah, I got the guy. I actually ended up turning around and robbing him.
Nice.
Instead.
There you go.
I got all the money. So
Switcheroo.
Yeah.
God is mother.
you got my ACL, but I got this money.
I'd rather have
No,
the ACL though, huh?
Yeah, I much rather have my ACL right now. For
Do you
sure.
regret anything?
I
Just in
don't
life
know.
in general.
Like I regret not doing the things that like I should have put myself to.
Like what?
I mean, it took me this long to actually believe in myself. You know what I mean?
What?
Growing up, I was told I wasn't enough, I wasn't good enough, and so like I accepted that. You know, I accepted that at a very young age that I wasn't gonna go do. I wasn't
'cause you were
nobody.
told that from like your father.
Yeah, everybody like you know, my I come from a like I'm related to Jason Momoa. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of family that I'm related to.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you either that or you're not. You're nothing. But now that I'm somebody, I really am this because I started believing in myself. I removed myself from everything, everybody. I literally moved from Vegas to the Midwest, and I started doing my own thing and not telling anybody.
It's interesting how that works though. Like the people in your life that are closest to you, and this
Yeah.
is super relatable for a lot of people. For some reason, not in all circumstances, not in all like families or communities or whatever, but it's weird how the people that are close to you sometimes can be the ones that are the most like detrimental to your self-belief. Because
Yeah.
like a lot of times people will put their own beliefs of themselves onto you and say, you can't
Right.
do this. Really, it's because they believe or they think where they're at is like they see you thinking maybe you can go do something else that's greater, and they kind of on it.
Yeah. I remember telling actually my father-in-law, like when I started doing it, yeah, I'm gonna do this and that. Like, he tell me, oh, what if you get knocked out? Oh man, you're gonna get knocked out and that's it. And I just quit talking to people after that.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what?
Why do you think it took you so long to recognize that like that's what it took to just like, because so many people get caught up in that and they listen and then they try
then
to
they don't do
prove
nothing.
or they
Never.
don't do anything, or they don't even try to prove because they're like, it's already
They were right.
They were right. They don't believe in me, so it.
I think that's the problem nowadays. People don't know how to believe in themselves.
Where do you think that comes from?
Haters. The
Yeah.
disease of being a hater and being envious of people. You know? I used to be that way. Like, damn, that guy has a nice car, and I wish I was that. I wish I was, that person. But I quit thinking like that.
What made you quit thinking like that?
The
The DMT? Crazy.
Probably, to be honest.
Really?
I did. I changed a lot after that whole situation. I changed a lot. I started not like necessarily caring what other people thinks. Like and doing me, like more so just being yourself. You know, I was scared to be myself, bro. For more than half my life.
Yeah.
Just scared to be myself.
It's a place to be in, though.
Yeah, bro. Like, imagine, like, you probably wouldn't be here where you're at right now if you weren't yourself.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
And I do remember the moments in my life, and definitely the conversations in my life where I would tell people, this is what I want to do, and a lot of people would be like, I don't know. I
Seems far-fetched.
yeah, like I don't see that happening, or yeah, like I remember my mom specifically, she's one of my greatest supporters at this point in my life, and it wasn't then she wasn't like, no, you're not good enough, you can't do it. She was just kind of like, I don't know if that's even a thing, because at the time when I first started talking about like the whole fitness industry, it wasn't what it is today. Like it wasn't like you watch it now and it's like everyone is a fitness person doing all the
Guru.
yeah. When I was talking about making it like my life, I was talking about being a great trainer and having my own spot.
Yeah.
And to my mom, even, she was like, that sounds, like me. She basically, I'll never forget, she said to me, me and your dad were really into working out at 1.2. And I was like, nah, this isn't that. Like this is my life. I remember telling her, and her being kind of like,
At what age were you when you decided like
I must have been 16 turning 17, having this conversation with her. And she was kind of like, and again, I'm 35. So this is forever ago. This is before Instagram. This is for all this, before this became a thing.
Flip phones.
And she was just kind of like, yeah, razor.
Razors.
Yeah. And she was just kind of like, yeah, like me and your dad were into working out too. And I remember hearing that, being like, nah, like I'm gonna,
this is real.
This is gonna be my life.
What inspired you to do that? Like who? Is there any one person?
I don't, truthfully, I don't think there was any one person. I guess I would say my dad, because my dad took his life when I was very young.
Oh no.
And so it wasn't like my dad inspired me to do it. I guess he did in a way, right? Because for me, it was trying to prove that I was good enough for him, even though I never really could.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that idea that I kept feeling like I needed to prove that I was good enough really for anything.
Yeah.
And ultimately was able to prove it to myself. But it was really just the idea of like, nah, I'm going to do something that like I can, I guess, how do I explain this? When I was first in the gym, and when I first started really training and I started seeing like little progress,
Yeah.
I remember feeling like, oh, I'm like good at this.
Yeah.
And I think the idea that I was good at something made me believe that like, oh, I can be better and better and better at this. And I can, a lot of people do this and maybe I could be the best at this.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't like a thing, it was just training.
Yeah.
And then that's what kind of always pushed me, I guess, to try to prove that I was good enough.
Think genetics is enough?
That's an interesting question. Dude, I mean, you're proof of it. I think I'm proof of it in a lot of ways. Like I was just naturally, I remember this when I would first start training, I was just like better than someone else that I would be training with, like faster.
Right.
And it wasn't like we were doing different things. I was doing the same stuff. And people would always be like, oh, you're pretty good at like the way I would increase the bench or the way I would increase my deadlift or my squat was like fast.
Yeah.
And I do strongly believe that, yeah, like there are people that are just genetically better at certain things, whether it's taking a slap or taking a punch or lifting heavier, faster, sooner, whatever.
It's gotta be.
There's just people. I mean, dude, I remember back in like high school, it's like same thing. All the island I remember I played football. They were just strong
all the time.
Just because.
Yeah. I'm still till today. Like I look at my little cousins and I'm like, how are you that strong, bro?
Genetics for sure.
Yeah.
So then you take it to the other level is kind of what we're talking about right now, where it's like, can you take that and actually put in like the work ethic behind that to be really great at something?
Yeah. You turn into the Rock.
You turn into something special, man. Because like there are people who are predisposed for sure to be strong or, like I said, to have a chin or to be good at whatever. And then do those people take that serious and like really take it to the highest level? And you see some of those people now on the internet who like have done that.
Just killing life.
Yeah. So for me, I look back, I don't know. I think to go back to your question about did anyone like ever inspire me? It was just, I just had so much my own mental like turmoil of like being good enough and like feeling sort of like, why didn't I have this? And why didn't I have a father in this way? that I always felt like I had to prove myself.
Yeah.
And so it helped me ultimately. It's just,
Yeah.
it's a, you know, it's a sad story when I first heard it. Obviously it affected my life greatly, but you know, years and years later, it all made sense.
Yeah.
It just took very long for it to make sense, you know? And I think that's the thing in life we just talk about in general is like people get so caught up in, you know, you talked about the haters or the reasons why people don't do the things or they fall into bullshit like drugs or whatever because of their circumstances, the people around them. Not enough people are taking accountability for themselves
Right.
to be what they really want to be.
Right.
And like now with the internet and social media, it's even easier to fall out of that accountability and go, well, they got this or they have that and I'm this and that's why I don't have this or that. And it's just making weaker people.
You see that, huh?
Oh my God.
We're
it's
in
like,
trouble, bro.
yeah, bro.
We're in trouble.
It's real. It's a real
real
thing. Like, I just wish more people would be like, yo, it's up to me to do this. Because when you made all those changes in your life and it made your life better, it's because you made those changes. You said, okay, I'm going to remove myself from the situation because it's not serving me. And you went somewhere where it was pretty unknown to you, it sounds like, the Midwest.
Yeah.
And now your life's better because you focused on yourself and what was going to actually make you better instead of listening to all the
Yeah.
But that's an exact example. And like me, if I talk about my childhood, it's the same thing. I was so focused in a weird way to be good enough that like everything I did, no matter, I remember being like in my late teens, my early 20s, never drank, never smoked. I was always like pushed away from it because I was like, no, this is going to make me not good because I knew my dad did drugs and he ended up there and taking his life. And I just think it's like, I don't know why it's getting harder and harder for people to understand that it is their choice.
Right.
And they have to make the choice.
Right.
I don't get it.
It's tough for the younger generation though. You know
Because of all the outside input now, huh?
Right.
Social media, and you see it and you're like, it's easier to get caught up in what you don't have now.
It's way easy. It's
sad, dude.
Yeah.
I wonder where it all goes. I always get in these conversations. I just like, do people start to really recognize this and like go back or fight back or like do more?
I think there's.
Do you think it's just like
I think we're done, bro. I mean, come on, slapping people is a sport. We're done, bro.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
We're just helping it, you know. It's so funny. I think there's no hope, but I mean, this is taking life sarcastically, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know,
That's how you deal with it.
yeah, really.
I just want to figure it out. I would love to be able to be like, yo, can't more people just go like, no matter how my life is, like I can make it better.
Right. I felt that too. Like every time I feel like, man, I want to figure it out, I just go sit down in my living room, do some damn DMT. And I come
Maybe
back, I'm
that's
like, all right.
It's not for me to decide, huh?
Yeah, no, you end up not like having so much questions after, to be honest. I come back, I'm like, wow. I don't give a now. Even more.
But do you think that's a good thing?
I mean, it could be in a sense, but if you need your life to be firing on all cylinders, you might want to lay out, like not come into the DMT lifestyle.
Yeah.
For sure. It'll slow you down. Slowed me down for sure. I remember coming to Vegas and having my siblings just tell me, "Hey, bro, slow down." I'm like, "What do you mean? This is Vegas. This is a fast life. Oh, slow down. You know, I'm as slow as you can get now."
But you think it's a good thing?
For somebody that's like dealing with any mental stuff, I think it's a badass thing because I don't know, I'm hard headed, you know.
Yeah.
I believe in what I believe in. So whenever I had that experience, I was like, man, if I'm hard headed like this, you know, and I don't really want to listen to no one else and their logic of life, this is gonna be, everybody should smoke this.
So is it something you recommend to everyone?
I do.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we can just drug the whole world to just
Yeah,
just drug the whole world, everyone does DMT like at a certain age.
At least once, huh?
Right, like in order for you to get your high school diploma, just hit this pipe real quick.
Maybe outside of high school.
Yeah,
Maybe right
of
out.
high school.
Like after the diploma, they're like, here's this.
I feel like people would like that that headstrong kind of. I really believe like that's like the cure to Karens.
The cure to Karens, the DMT.
Oh, guarantee. I don't think you can be a Karen after you come back. There's no way. I remember wanting to like literally kill myself.
After?
No.
Before. Why?
I don't know. Society not being enough,
Yeah.
just having my own expectations for myself. And when you come back, it just really doesn't, none of it matters. You feel like, at least that's what I felt.
Yeah.
But like none of it mattered. None of this. Any of it. It just gives you like a new, new energy, I guess. Just
But do you think it's good to feel like that though? Because like sometimes if you feel like nothing matters, and it's like, what do you have to live for?
Yeah, no, I feel like certain people might have to lay off. Like you give only so much to this group of people, and maybe that guy can have just a little sip of it. I don't know. Imagine that. We already govern ourselves to laws. Just put a little DMT in everyone's tea. Imagine watching that,
I think the world would drastically change.
A debate just under the influence. Man, Biden would.
Yo, man. That's a whole. God, dude, the world's so crazy right now. I don't even. God, I try to avoid talking about politics so much, man. It's just such a mess.
It's so hard. Just help people make 4 inches great again.
Yo, you're.
I would wear that, bro.
You'd wear that?
Yeah, I would make 4 inches great again. I almost wear a MAGA hat walking out, but my agent was like, maybe we should just hold on, wait. We might lose some fans after that one, but
Interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know either. Politics.
Yeah.
We should just go back to like the savage days, like when they first came to Hawaii. We thought the white man were like gods because of your skin color.
When they pulled
up,
you
guys floated on clouds, which is sails. So we treated you guys like gods, and then we
just took everything.
And we ended up figuring it out, and then we just waited for the night and ate you at night.
Yeah, the history of Hawaii is crazy.
It's crazy, yeah. It's crazy.
I went to was it Maui? I think it was Maui. Is Maui one of the smaller islands?
Yeah, it's one of the smaller, but the most visited.
Went to Maui, and I drove around the whole thing. Like I rented a car, which is, by the way,
an hour and a half.
Yeah, it was like 2, the whole thing.
Almost 2 hours, yeah.
It's weird because like you think going to Hawaii is like, oh, I'm gonna go to Hawaii and like just sit on a beach, which is nice as well.
Yeah.
But one of the nicest things I've ever done in Hawaii was rent a car and drive around the whole thing.
The whole thing,
it was so beautiful.
Yeah, man. That's like growing up. That's all I did. That was like, hey, what route are we going? Well, growing up, I grew up in Hawaii, and mopeds was a thing.
You whipping the moped around?
Yeah, like literal like small mopeds. Still to today, like people still build them, like to go super fast, and then we just go around the island.
Dude, it's so beautiful there. It's insane.
Yeah, it's fire.
Have you been to Maui?
I've been to all of them pretty much, but have you been to Maui lately?
Yeah, I went there. Yeah, for like 4 months ago. Yeah.
So you didn't really see them on the beach when they're after the fires and all that, because that was crazy.
No, I didn't see all that.
Yeah, imagine not being able to go to the beach because there's so much homeless people on the beach in Maui.
Because all the homes were burnt.
Everyone was on the beach. Yeah,
I don't even understand that. That was such a weird moment where it was like there was like an alarm and no one knew the alarm. It was like
they shut off the water and everything.
Like, bro, what the?
Yeah.
It just doesn't even make sense. Is that really it? Is like
I think so,
because like
bro.
how else could it be so like there's no way there's that level of incompetence of like the alarm went off and let's turn off the water so they can't put the fires out. Like
They didn't even receive help
it's just
because they thought that the
What is the
supplies
idea?
will burn.
is the idea that these houses are going to burn, then they're going to be able to buy this land at a cheap cost and develop. Is that the
I
thing?
think you hit it on the money, for sure.
But like
If you-
that's insane.
yeah,
To think that like I guess it's not insane. It's just that's what happens in a sad fucked up world.
right.
Like
Hey, look at that! And then while we all do this, it's like
Yeah.
it's all a distraction.
yeah, that was a weird moment.
Imagine
Yeah.
that. Hey, imagine having that much power. Be like, hey, I guess we're gonna go burn this place down so we can go buy it.
Yeah,
Whoa, bro.
it's people who live there forever too.
Yeah,
Just burn it down. So what, you're gonna develop like some hotels or houses or
yeah. Some
Sad.
Airbnb.
Airbnb. Yeah, it's sad as dude.
You know what's even more sad? My half my kids are white, you know,
Yeah.
and they don't have enough Hawaiian to inherit anything.
What does that mean? What do you
If
mean?
I had a piece of land right now, I wouldn't be able to give it to my kids because they don't
Why?
have enough Hawaiian.
How does that even?
You tell me, bro.
But it was your land,
Right, but my kids are not enough Hawaiian.
so you have to be a certain amount of Hawaiian to be able to inherit.
Yeah, to have that land.
So if not, that it's like it goes to who? The government there?
Yeah, right back to the government so they can just
Even
keep
if you owned it
recycling.
your whole life.
Even if you owned it your whole life and there's no one else in your genealogy or in your legacy that can actually take the land. It
Oh,
goes-
now the thing we said earlier about burning it down for real estate makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Because
Way
that
more
doesn't make
sense.
any sense.
Yeah.
That's like if you own something here, you own it, you just own it, it's in your
You
name, it
own
goes
it.
to your son.
You own
It
it.
doesn't matter if the son is part
Yeah,
white or part
whatever.
black, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Dude. It's
Yeah.
it's always weird when so you know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a real thing, you know? People don't even realize it.
So
but
what is it like? What I'm just when I hear that I'm like, is the reason being that they like what's their rationale behind it? Obviously, it seems like it's a money grab, but it's a rationale that it's got to go back to Hawaiians. Is that how they try to make you? Because at some point they had to have been passed as some law, right?
Yeah.
And they probably convinced Hawaiians that like this is good for you.
yeah.
But then if you breed
It was
outside of Hawaiian like
Yeah.
blood, then it's
It was just a way to shut the Hawaiians up that were making a whole bunch of noise. You know what I mean? The Hawaiians that were really wanting to push, you know, the Hawaiian lifestyle and our own little government. And I think it was just a way for the government to say, hey, you know, keep them quiet for now. And now it's just everybody. It's all good though, because I'll just buy your land.
And yeah, but it's weird. It's just a weird like I don't even understand how that makes sense. It's still like America technically,
Right.
So like, why would that be different from here than there? I guess because it's such a finite amount of land. They're trying to
I
rationalize.
mean, if you look
that.
at the history of how America even came to, you know, we were treated like our own little country by the UK, you know.
yeah,
America didn't look at us like that. So they didn't really respect us the way that we wanted to be respected. They took away our culture, our dance, our language, our martial arts. All outlawed.
Ugh.
No, just breaking at the seams. All right.
It's just
All right, I'm going to slap everybody now.
yeah.
You know, that outbreak, the Hawaiian outbreak, I'm ready to slap everybody. What do you think about that, bro? You know how people are just going around slapping, like, should I go, like, do the whole pedophile thing?
Yo, you go. I should hit Vitaly for you. You'd actually be good on a stream. Oh
would
my
be good,
god!
huh?
But yeah, I feel like they would just get you in trouble
I know that I really, but
because technically, like when you're in those moments, because I've done it, you can't just hit someone, no matter how terrible and how they're
No,
terrible. Like they're horrible
I think I
people.
would forget that in the moment.
Yeah,
to be
and
honest.
then
'Cause
it's
I have
like-
kids, you know.
And then it's on you. You know, like
Yeah.
if he hits you, of course.
Yeah.
But like 10 times, 12 times out of 10, they're
Right.
like docile and they're
Right.
like, oh, God, I'm a scumbag. And they're not going to hit you. But if you hit them, I know from in the interactions that I've had, because like you're just like, why can't
Putting
you?
myself- yeah.
You're going to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I was hit up though about it a bunch of times.
By who? By who? Vitali?
A few of them.
Yeah.
A few of them. They're like, hey, what if we fly out and do this and that? I'm like, you know what? It sounds great, and I would love to. I would love to smack some pedophiles, bro.
Yeah.
That would be like so fun to do. But
Yeah.
you know, they're already pedophiles. They're gonna cry.
Yeah.
You know?
There's scumbag. That's a whole crazy conversation. The world, man.
Diddy did it.
Did it? Do you like social media?
No, to be honest, bro, like it's so weird when I tell people this, but like my phone, it's next to me because I'm not with my wife.
Yeah.
But this hurts me. You know, if I have it next to me on this side or this side, bro, like I have a literal pain. It's weird, like the frequency of the phone, I feel it. You know? Then when I'm on my phone like that, I get a headache.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm like, man, maybe I'm just getting slapped in the head so much that
Yeah, maybe it's that.
affecting
Maybe
me.
it's fucking up your fucking frequencies. Your
No,
waves.
but I've been that way for a while.
Even before you got slapped.
Before I
maybe
even
it's
got
Hawaiian thing.
Maybe I'm so
Yeah.
like, I really like feel energy. You know,
Yeah.
like you have a good energy, bro.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
I didn't like personally know you this whole time, but just looking on the outside, you know,
Yeah.
obviously everybody thinks you're a dick.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know, bro.
Wait. Everyone thinks I'm a dick?
Yeah, I remember telling somebody, "Oh, I'm gonna go to LA. I'm trying to get on the Bradley podcast," and he was like, "Why?" I was like, "What do you mean, why?" And he's like, "Why him?" I'm like, "Do you even know him? You know,
Yeah.
do you even know him?" Like, "Oh no, I watched this video. I just don't like the dude." I'm like,
What the
"Damn."
That's funny.
Like people don't know like the Paul brothers. You know,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
judge
yeah.
them so much.
Yeah.
But like,
I guess that's a weird, from my perspective, because I guess that's a good thing because,
envious too. People
'Cause-
are envious of you too.
yeah, because like,
That guy.
and well, if people are judging you, especially people who don't know you've never had interaction with you, it's a weirdly a good thing because at least they're talking about you.
Right.
But it is also interesting. I mean, that goes back to the thing we talked about earlier, the whole just like, oh, he's got this or he has that.
Yeah.
And it's more like, what is that saying about that person?
Right.
Because to judge someone that you've literally never had a conversation
Yeah.
with and you don't know is like, that says a lot more about that person doing that
Yeah.
than the person that they're judging.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, where is that coming from?
Yeah. Like what's going on with your life that you have to like actually really judge somebody like that you never met?
Yeah.
That takes a lot of energy,
I'm
bro.
used to that at this point. I don't give
No,
a
yeah,
fuck.
for sure. It doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
But I just now being where I'm at, like to have people that are like A-list celebrities, kind of like, bro, I had people leave the crap table, leave their money there, just to run up to me and fanboy, and I'm like, bro, I'm a fan of yours.
Yeah.
You know, having that is different and it's like super humbling. But I can never be like, bro, I did that. I took a picture of that. No, it's never like that with me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take a picture with you for sure.
Yeah. Hell
I'm
yeah.
not gonna forget,
No, we'll take one.
bro. I forgot so much other people. Like, I'm like, bro, why didn't I get a fucking picture?
No, we'll get a pic. I'll make
No,
sure we get a
picture
pic.
for sure.
No, bro, I like what you're doing, man. I like the vibe. The vibe's good.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
bro.
that's why you're winning. Maybe it's all up because, like, dude, if we look at this whole conversation, you just show up, lift your kids. It's all the vibe. It's all the
bro.
vibe. It's so Hawaiian, bro.
Right,
It's
right.
so crazy.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh
crazy.
God, I want to go back to Hawaii now. I love it,
We should actually. I want to take you to where like I grew up at. Blow your mind.
bro. I'd love that. I would love that. The food is so good.
Have
there,
you ever
too.
seen that video of Dana White like not being able to jump off that rock in Hawaii?
No,
I think that's the
Wait, pull
funniest
this
shit.
up. Pull this up. I want to see this. It's got to be on the internet, right,
Yeah,
bro? I'll jump straight off that Bro,
I was gonna ask.
We were driving around Maui, and there was this area. I swear I wanted to jump, but it was so high. I was too pussy. I swear, I'm being honest. There was this area where I was standing out, and I was like, you could jump from this if you like really had the balls to do it into like the bottom of a waterfall. And some guy, pause it for a sec. Some guy drove by as I was standing there, and he was like, people jump from there all the time if you want to do it. I was like, oh, I really want to do this. But it was so like, if you jump the wrong way, you're dead. You're hitting the rock, you're dead.
Yeah.
Where is this? Is this where you from?
Yeah, this is on the island where I'm from, but like a little bit more north of where I live.
Play this.
Everybody was like trying to get me to do it.
Oh, I'm doing this 100%. How far is it?
It's not even that high, but you know Dana White stayed up there the whole time. He like came down when it was already dark.
So he
didn't
So
even
he
jump.
wanted to do it though.
He didn't even
But
jump. He didn't
All
even
these
jump.
kids is jumping, right?
Yeah, everyone's jumping. That's like the thing to do.
Title of the show's gonna be Dana White looking for his balls.
Right, you can find them down there. No
I was telling him he can't do the walk of shame. We were singing.
Find your balls.
Oh man,
I think he was like probably the last guy on the rock, to be honest.
it's crazy. In his mind, he was probably just like, I should do this.
I mean,
I'm not climbing.
imagine being like the man and being a human.
yeah. Well, it's
That's
almost
all.
like he's got so much to lose too. Maybe he's afraid
Right.
of that. You know.
I mean, people look at him as a god too, you know, and then
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
He's a good dude.
He's a great dude.
Just a
he's
great
one
guy.
of the best dudes. I'm glad he's my boss right now.
Yeah, he's the man, bro. What? Wait. So I want to. Is there anywhere we could see the distance?
Yeah, let's see the whole thing.
Play like go to
It
try.
might, you know, might be able to see the distance. Oh yeah, it's a little bit.
Oh yeah, go back.
Look, it's dark already. It's
Yeah.
He's the only one up there.
I love how he was thinking about it the whole time.
Yeah, dude, the sun is going
The whole
down.
time. He's
The
like,
sun
fuck,
is
I gotta
going
do this,
down.
but I can't. But I gotta do this.
Look, the sun is gone. The sun is gone. Look, there's no one else on the beach. That's why you can't tell me nothing. I'll just come back to this moment.
Bro, I'm doing this.
You are?
I'll do this in a heartbeat.
Times I said, all right, here we go. Just jump off this f***ing cliff. Do it. Jump.
Wait, so does he jump?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
No.
Think about it. I can't believe that my brain will not let me do this. It's crazy.
It's crazy because of what I know of him, he would be the guy that would just be like, fuck it, I
Fuck
gotta
it,
do
it.
this.
No, he didn't. He walked down.
I think I gotta admit defeat on this one. I don't think
Damn, I'll go do it 100%.
It's called
gotta-
Waimea.
Waimea?
Waimea, yeah. It's one of the most beautiful beaches on Oahu. So, and
Bro, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'll go with you. I'll do it.
I
Will
want
you
to
jump
see you
too?
wrestle a pig, bro.
I'm down. Will you do it with me?
I'm down.
Will
I'm
you
down.
jump off the thing with me too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll jump first for sure.
I'll jump first. Yeah.
Like that.
I won't even look down. I'll just jump off. Straight up. Just give me the direction. I'm off that. We're gonna film it. I'm gonna do it for real.
Guaranteed.
What's wrestling a pig like?
I mean, it's almost every week someone's doing it. know what I
Bite you
mean?
though? No.
They can bite you.
Yeah, that sounds like I don't
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah, they can bite you.
Where do you wrestle the pigs at? On the beach?
Up on the farms where I'm from, there's a few farms of that you know, they raise them, and there's like a luau every weekend. So you know, pigs are there. You know?
Bro, let's do a vlog. I'm down. I want to go film a vlog. I want to jump off this cliff. I want to wrestle a pig.
I'll
What
show
else?
you the gym that the homeless pretty much put together, like a whole gym.
Like outside?
Yeah, like a outside gym for the homeless.
I want to go do some Hawaiian for real. Like
For
I'm
real.
dead serious.
I'm down. Call me when you're
Like some
let
like
me know.
real Hawaii.
not the fake.
No,
because
like some real, because I know
the real
there,
stuff.
I know there's like this, there's for sure a ton of fake that's like monetized. Like I want to do some that's like really Hawaiian,
You know, it's really Hawaiian.
like smoke meth.
Oh, I got you,
sorry,
dog. I
I'm
got
sorry,
you,
I'm
dog.
sorry.
I got you,
I'm
dog.
kidding.
You know what's really Hawaiian? That's not really considered cockfighting, bro.
Really?
Cockfighting, yeah.
They do that a lot. They let
A lot, like a lot. That's like the most. I mean, there's so much money into it too. You know, the gambling,
just
part of
gambling.
it. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. take you to a cockfight.
I'll go. Yeah. I kind of feel bad because they die. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
die. But you see all these little kids that are running around grabbing the dead chickens and
Do they
it's
eat them after?
No, not the fighting chickens because
Yeah.
they shoot them up with steroids and all that stuff.
Oh,
So really wants to eat that, you just throw them in the pit, burn them. I mean, unless you come out yoked.
you want those
Imagine coming
hormones.
out.
I'm trying to get those
like, you just
hormones.
big and yoked, like you don't even live. You
There's
just
that one kid who eats
fry
all
up,
the
yeah,
all the
all
fucking. Bro,
Imagine.
dude, we have to go to Hawaii together.
I'm down.
I really want to do that.
I'm down. I think you do some real Hawaiian.
What do you think for someone who, I mean, you're local, you've grew up there. What do you think like the number one thing for someone if they travel there to go do is like, because obviously they're not gonna be able to do like super local because they're not from there.
Right.
But if someone travels there, what do you think like the best thing to do is?
The best thing to do if you're going to Hawaii is, I mean, I'm super biased to it because it's my family. You know, my family does it. But camping the local way, you know, like you still have your, you know, your normal camping gear and all that, but just having, you know, imagine going to like just a regular campsite,
Yeah.
but like you're going with people that like it's normal, you know, it's not like uncomfortable. So everyone has like, you know, a caring kind of, you know, if you need anything, they'll make it happen kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, so you can go to like the tourist places, but when you go to Hawaii, for me at least, I'm always trying to look for that beach party. You know, the real beach party. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to, you know, have to fight for your life. You don't know, like, what's going to happen. You don't know if the cops are going to try and come and pull up and kick you guys out. And now you know, you want to act stupid. I don't know. It's like the unaltered lifestyle. Like I grew up, you know, unhinged beach parties, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta experience that for yourself. Like waking up in like the next day and like in the sand in Hawaii, like don't know what beach you're on. That's right there. That's bad. Then you like just trying to figure out what you did. Like it's almost like The Hangover, but in Hawaii
Hawaii
the
edition.
Hawaiian edition. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I went to I was still on Maui and I went out one part. There was a bunch of like homeless, but then also people living in like vans.
Yeah.
And
It's
I think I
easy.
saw what you're kind of describing, like just people like camping
Bro,
with
it's
a
so
bunch of
easy.
vans.
It's
It
so
honestly
easy.
looked amazing.
Yeah. It's so easy, and it's easier because, you know, obviously you stop paying rent.
Yeah.
Your life's a lot, you know, less stressful.
My brother lives in a van, dude.
That's some of the best. Like he probably like
Bro, he
happy, right?
so happy.
Some of the like the happiest people is
He literally travels like up and down California and like I think he's in Oregon right now. There's like a gathering called like Descend on Bend or something like that, which a bunch of people from like who live in vans go up there. But he's like, because I would like post pictures on Instagram and stuff, and it's just like beautiful fucking sunsets, beautiful beaches. He just like, and he'll work contracting like jobs, and he'll like work construction here or there, like in Tahoe, and then like travel
On
up
the
and down the
road.
coast and just with his dog, and he like he's got
I'm
a dirt
down.
bike. He just goes out and fucking
I'm down.
sounds like, and I've done it with him. Obviously I haven't lived, like he's lived in a van for about 8 years. But I bought a van because of him to go travel and to meet him and like just like link up.
Yeah, like
Bro, it
go-
is so nice to just get away from
get away
everything.
from everything.
Everything. It's like,
I'm down.
yeah, it's very Hawaiian.
It's hella Hawaiian for sure. I mean, we got to go to Hawaii, bro.
We will. I'm
gonna be
dead
nice.
serious. I want to do a vlog. I want to do like a real, I'm jumping off that cliff, dude. Straight up.
You better show Dana White what's up.
Yeah. But I appreciate you coming on, man. For
Thank
real.
you, bro.
You're awesome.
Hell yeah,
Appreciate
you're
your
awesome.
time.
Finally get to sit down with the man, bro.
Thank you, brother. That's cool.
Every time I'm trying to knock somebody out, you're like right there, like you are a stalker.
Yo, every Tuesday, I love you guys. Subscribe. We're out of here. See you guys next time.